Welcome to day 11 of the 12 Days of Creating Christmas Edition. I'm Kristen, and I'm so glad you are here. So this project was something I've wanted to do since the beginning of this because we did something on December 2nd, and this is kind of just in memory of it. I originally thought I was going to use that vintage fabric. However, I did go for the book. I am going to be creating on this book, but as I do it, I want to share a little story of why this project means so much. So when I was in second grade, Mrs. O'Shea, my second grade teacher, she helped me fall in love with reading. Whew, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. She introduced me to the boxcar children's and so many other books. Well, one assignment that we had, one project we did was to write to an author, and I chose Jan Brett. We had just read The Mitten as a class, and her illustrations were so gorgeous, and I was just taken back by it, and so I wrote to her. And guess what? She wrote back. And it was one of those things, like, have you seen the movie Inside Out and they talk about core memories? Like, this is a core memory. Like, it has impacted me so much. And fast forward to, I think it was maybe November this year, a month or so ago. My sister, who's in Colorado, reached out and said, hey, is this close? Like, Jane Brett is on tour. Like, is this close to you? Because there was a place in Pennsylvania, and I asked Eddie, and he said yes. And so, I got to go and listen to Jane Brett and meet her and get her newest book, and it was an amazing experience, and you're going to see some pictures at the very end. So to tie in the story, this little second grader reaching out to a artist, an author, and she responding back, to fast forward to being an adult and just the whole thing of meeting her. I thought I would incorporate this into this book. So you saw that I decoupaged a piece of Royce's paper on the front. I used some vintage fabric and made a mitten that I can stuff. Now I'm going to go around and add some Rub and Buff and Black, and I'm going to be the first to admit, this step, I think I maybe would have left it out. Hindsight 2020, I think it got a little darker around the edges, but wait till you see the end. I do think that it came around. And yeah, so I just feel like this is a mitten, and it just kind of incorporates kind of like that story, that journey. I thought some winter greenery would actually look the cutest in it, and I didn't have anything that worked. So I am making a couple things to put in it, and I have some primitive candy canes that I'm going to put in it just for the styling purposes, but I did not glue them down because I do think winter greenery would look so adorable in it. So you're going to have to let me know what you think of my mitten book. Thank you, friend. It is the end of day 11, and I'm so glad you have been here today and throughout this series. We only have one left, and if you remember my spoiler alert from the last video, it will be the item Eddie thrifted for me for this series, and I cannot wait to show you. It's December 2nd, and this little second grader, now adult, gets to meet Jan Brett. And it was such an honor to hear her talk, to watch her draw and talk about her love of wanting to be an illustrator. And I think hearing how she can take Greek mythology, almost getting lost in Montana, and making this into this story. Just, I loved hearing her creative mind and how it works, and hearing that she also takes her time with creating. She's not a fast creator, and to keep practicing and to keep going at it, and how important it is to be creative every day. What an honor. What an absolute honor that I was able to meet her. It really was one of those things on my bucket list, and I'm in awe. I'm in absolute awe that I was able to do it, and just so, so grateful. Friend, thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. And remember, I'm going to be back for Christmas Eve. Until then.